Some people walk into a room and instantly attract everyone, not because they're the most beautiful, not because they're rich, not because they have the perfect body, but because they carry something invisible, something powerful. And the strange part is, most people never understand what that thing is. Because attraction was never really about looks, people with perfect faces who get ignored every single day. And there are ordinary looking people who become unforgettable. So, what creates real attraction? Why do some people naturally pull others toward them while others spend their entire lives trying to be noticed? Tonight, you'll understand the psychology behind attraction in a way most people never do. And by the end of this video, you may stop hating yourself for things that never truly mattered. A few years ago, a young man named Daniel believed he was invisible. He wasn't tall, he wasn't muscular, he wasn't naturally charming. Every time he entered a social situation, he immediately compared himself to everyone around him. If another man looked better than him, his confidence disappeared instantly. And slowly, without realizing it, he built an entire identity around feeling less than. One night, Daniel attended a university event that completely changed the way he saw human attraction. The room was filled with confident, attractive people, expensive clothes, perfect hairstyles, perfect smiles. But strangely, the person getting the most attention wasn't the best looking man there. In fact, he looked completely average. Yet people naturally gathered around him. Women smiled more around him. Men respected him. People listened carefully whenever he spoke. And Daniel couldn't understand why. At first, jealousy consumed him. But eventually, curiosity became stronger than insecurity. So instead of competing with him, Daniel quietly observed him. And what he discovered changed his understanding of attraction forever. That man wasn't attracting people because of appearance. He was attracting people because of emotional energy. While everyone else in the room desperately tried to impress others, this man made people feel comfortable. He listened carefully. He maintained calm eye contact. He didn't interrupt people. He didn't force attention onto himself. And because of that, people naturally felt important around him. Most people think attractive individuals constantly seek attention, but the truly magnetic ones do something completely different. They make others feel seen. And in a world where everyone is desperate to talk, the person who truly listens becomes unforgettable. Modern society created millions of lonely people pretending not to be lonely. Everyone is connected online, everyone is posting, everyone is scrolling, but very few people feel emotionally understood. That's why emotional presence became rare. And rare things naturally become valuable. The average person enters conversations trying to prove themselves, trying to sound interesting, trying to sound intelligent, trying to be liked. But psychologically, desperation pushes people away because humans are naturally drawn toward emotional security, and insecurity always reveals itself through behavior. You can hear it in someone's voice, see it in their body language, feel it in their energy. People who constantly seek validation unknowingly exhaust others emotionally, but calm people create comfort, and comfort creates attraction. Daniel slowly realized something painful. His biggest problem was never his appearance. It was the fear living inside him, the fear of rejection, the fear of not being enough, the fear of being ignored. And fear changes human behavior in invisible ways. It makes people over-explain themselves, overtalk, overcompensate, seek approval constantly. But the people who attract others naturally rarely chase validation, because confidence is quieter than most people think. Movies taught society that confidence means being loud, dominating conversations, being the center of attention, always speaking. But real confidence often looks calm. It's comfortable silence. It's emotional control. It's the ability to exist without constantly needing approval from everyone around you. One businessman once attended a meeting filled with powerful executives. Everyone in the room spoke nonstop, trying to sound intelligent. People interrupted each other constantly. Everyone wanted attention, but one man barely spoke at all. He simply observed quietly. And strangely, everyone respected him the most, because silence creates psychological weight. When someone speaks less, people subconsciously assume their words matter more. That's why emotionally strong people are often quieter, not because they have nothing to say, but because they don't need constant validation to feel valuable. And that emotional stability becomes deeply attractive. The truth is, humans react more to emotional experience than physical appearance. You've probably experienced this yourself. Sometimes a person looks attractive at first, but after spending time with them, something changes. Maybe they complain constantly. Maybe they seek attention desperately. Maybe their energy feels negative or exhausting, and suddenly they stop feeling attractive. At the same time, some people be more attractive the longer you know them, not because their face changed, but because their energy did. Because attraction isn't just visual, it's emotional. The human brain constantly asks one silent question around others: how does this person make me feel? And the answer to that question shapes attraction more than most people realize. People are drawn toward calm energy, toward emotional safety, toward confidence without arrogance, toward people who feel grounded in themselves. That's why some individuals can enter a room quietly, yet somehow become impossible to ignore. Another mistake people make is revealing everything immediately. Oversharing became normal in modern society. People expose their entire lives online every day. Every emotion, every thought, every insecurity. But mystery creates curiosity, and curiosity creates attraction. The human brain is naturally fascinated by what it cannot fully predict. Powerful people understand this instinctively. They reveal themselves slowly, not because they're manipulative, but because emotional control creates depth. The less someone desperately tries to be understood, the more intriguing they often become. And strangely, the people who constantly try to convince others they're valuable usually appear less valuable, because true confidence doesn't announce itself loudly, it simply exists. Body language also plays a huge role in attraction. Before you even speak, people already feel your energy. Your posture communicates self-worth. Your eye contact communicates confidence or fear. Your movements communicate emotional state. Attractive people move differently. Not aggressively, not arrogantly, calmly. Their energy feels relaxed instead of desperate, and humans subconsciously trust relaxed energy more because calmness signals emotional strength. One of the most attractive qualities in any person is purpose. There's something magnetic about individuals who are building themselves quietly. People with discipline, direction, goals. Not because success itself is attractive, but because purpose changes energy. People focused on growth carry different emotional presence. They stop obsessing over being liked by everyone, and ironically, that often makes people respect them more. Desperation destroys attraction. Purpose strengthens it. Daniel eventually stopped chasing approval, and that changed everything. Instead of trying to impress everyone around him, he started improving himself privately. He began reading books about psychology and communication. He worked on his physical health. He learned emotional control. He became more comfortable with silence. And slowly, people started treating him differently. Not because his appearance transformed overnight, but because his energy transformed. He no longer entered rooms asking silently, will these people accept me? Instead, he entered with calmness, and people felt that difference immediately. Most insecurity comes from comparison. Modern society made this worse than ever before. Every day, millions of people compare themselves to edited lives online. Perfect bodies, perfect relationships, perfect faces, and slowly they begin believing they are not enough. But social media rewards attention. Real life rewards emotional connection. And those are very different things. Many people admired online struggle deeply in real relationships because attraction in real life depends heavily on emotional intelligence. Kindness matters, presence matters, confidence matters, humor matters, emotional stability matters. The internet convinced people that attractiveness is mostly physical. But human psychology tells a far deeper story. Some of the most unforgettable people in history were never considered the most beautiful, yet their energy changed rooms. Their presence impacted lives. Their confidence inspired others. And long after their appearance faded, people still remembered how they made others feel. That is real attraction, not perfection, not flawless beauty, but emotional impact. And maybe the most powerful realization is this: the moment you stop chasing validation, you begin becoming naturally attractive because people are drawn toward those who already feel complete within themselves. So if you've spent years believing you weren't attractive enough, maybe the problem was never your face. Maybe nobody ever taught you what attraction truly is. Real attraction is emotional. It's the ability to make others feel safe, valued, calm, understood, and inspired. And those qualities will always outlive beauty, because appearance catches attention temporarily, but energy leaves permanent memories. People may forget your face one day, but they will never forget the feeling they experienced around you. And sometimes that feeling becomes more powerful than beauty itself. If this video changed the way you see yourself, subscribe to Hidden Human Studio for more deep psychology, human behavior, and powerful self improvement stories. Because some truths can completely change the way you live once you finally understand them.